like trying to point them the right way. Hello. I'm here, Miss Linda again, and she requested total body thrill, and what Linda wants, Linda gets. So we are going to do 20 minutes. I am not going to use weights. She is. I will guide you towards the weights that I think you should be using for these exercises. What do you need to remember? As always, your core, center of your power. Keep it tight. Does not matter what kind of exercise we're doing. You need to be on point with your form, because if not, you're going to get hurt, and we don't do that at ViscoFit. So let us jog it out. Let me turn on the timer. Start to jog it out. Okay. Oh, we're here. We're on. Thank goodness. Facebook has been giving me some issues lately, so I got to figure that out. Make sure you say hello, because you know I love it when you do. Okay, reach out. We're going to stretch everything out, but just make sure to remember, these are gentle stretches. Our muscles are not worn. Be kind to them. Hook one arm around the other. Pull it in towards your chest. We have the puppies on the bed. We'll see how long See how long that takes. Lunge to one side. Keep your knee behind your toe.
My prediction will be, as soon as we are on the floor, things will happen.
Oh, right. Yes. Good point.
It's usually the way it works.
Usually we get a dog butt in our face. Yes. Give yourself some hugs, and let's get moving. Okay, the first one that we're going to do, you're going to want to go light with this, so no heavier than a 5 unless you're really experienced, and we're going to do boulders and work our shoulders. So this is your position. Your leg is straight. You're a straight leg from your head to your heel. Your arms are up, keeping those abs tight, and I want you to pull down 15 times. Really squeeze those shoulders. Make sure your abs are engaged. That's very important. Now, how do your 5s feel? If you're starting to feel an intense burn and your form is getting a little wonky, I want you to drop them and go for something lighter. You can also just drop them completely, but do not forget. You have to tapping. There's a dog on the TV. 4 more.
Oof.
And done.
Oof.
Okay, so what if you only got like 10 in the time it took us to do 15? Who cares? It does not matter. Move on to the next exercise. Okay, the next one we're going to do, I'm going to hear the moans and groans, diamond push-ups. So I know people hate push-ups, and push-ups are hard. They will forever be hard, so come to terms with that, but you do get better at them. So with a diamond push-up, this is the way I want your hands. About 3 inches apart, making the shape of a diamond. I'm going to do the modified.
Even Winston's on now. Look at him.
Oh, look at him. And you're going to lower yourself. So even if you only lower yourself a few inches, that's okay. If you're doing full, this is your position. So your entire core has to be tight. We are doing 10. What if you're like, yeah, I can do 2 or 3? Then you be super proud of yourself for those 2 or 3.
You'd be super proud of yourself for doing 10 modified.
Yes.
They're not easy either way.
They're not easy. So I figure next week I'm going to start using weights.
Oh.
Or maybe I'll get into the 30-minute workouts. And then the week after, do weights. And just slowly ease into it. Okay. Oh, I love this one. So I want you to get a single heavy weight. If you are brand new, you can get an 8. What about if you only have 5s and 3s? Just hold a 5 and a 3 together. You can use a 10, 15, 20 if you're more experienced. So this is your position. Your toes are facing out. Your core is tight. Your shoulders are back. And you're going to hold that weight up and down. And you are going to lower, come halfway back up, all the way back down, all the way up, and then squeeze those glutes as hard as you can at the top. This is what I call the sumo trick squat. You think you're going to come up. Nope. You come halfway up, back down. We're doing 15. This is 5. So we've got 10 more. Take those breaks when you need to. What does that mean? We might get to 15 and you might have only done 12, and you move on to the next exercise. So, I would like you to lower through your heels, push up through your heels, and then squeeze. That way you're really targeting your hamstrings and your glutes. 2 more. Whew. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay. All right, this is one of my favorite ab exercises. I miss doing abs, that much I can tell you. So you're going to be in this position, fully extended. Your hands are lightly behind your head. You do not pull on your head. You squeeze your abs to bring your knees in. Squeeze your abs to raise up, face pointing up. Squeeze your abs to straighten, squeeze your abs to lower. So you never lower your legs or your shoulders unless you're taking a break, okay? Breathe through, don't hold your breath. Be nice to yourself. So I love this because you're getting essentially 4 crunches in 1 rep. This is 10. When you need those breaks, you take it. Three more. Oh. Woo. Hardcore. Hardcore. That was good. I love that one. Oh, Joanne, good morning. Okay, we're going to go back to working shoulders. So at this one, I call it big bad box. Your feet are hip width apart. Again, that core is tight. Squeeze up, out, down, and in. So you're making the shape of a box. If you're brand new, 2s or 3s. If you're a little bit more experienced, 5s. If you have incredibly strong shoulders, you can do 8s. I generally stick to 5s when it comes to shoulders. They are deceptively challenging to work. So make sure you're breathing. Make sure your core is tight. It's hard to remember that sometimes. Now, what if you start going like that to get the weights up? You know it's time to drop down. I never want you flinging your weights, because that is when you get hurt. 5 more. 2 more. So I'm not even using weights, and whew, that burns. How are you guys doing? I cannot believe these guys are being so calm. They're usually all over us. Angela, good morning. Okay, next one, you can do this on the ball if you want. I'm going to do it on the floor. If you're on the ball, you roll out so the ball is in the upper part of your back. You drive those hips out, okay? If your knees are open, it'll be easier to stay balanced. Knees together for more of a challenge. I'm going to do these on the ground. So with a chest press, you can go heavier. So if you're brand new, use a 5. If you're a little more experienced, 8, 10, even 12s or 15s. If you've been working out with me for a while. So you're going to press above your face and come down, just letting your arms kiss the ground. You don't rest unless you need a rest. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your chest. Five more. Remember, take those breaks if you need them. They are not a sign of weakness. Think of breaks as like, gosh, I'm working so hard, I actually need to take a break. And that is what you need to be proud of yourself for. There's a million and one reasons you can get down on yourself. We all do it. Women are exceptional at it. But when you're working out with me, I want you to be the time where you help train yourself to encourage support. Good job. You did that really well. You worked really hard because we're not about perfection here. I say that all the time. Okay, so next one we're going to do side skip squats. You can go a little bit heavier with this. If you're brand new, you can hold 2 5s. If you're a little bit more experienced, 8s or 10s. Because remember, you can always drop one of the weights as we're going through in reps. So what's a side skip squat? You're going to be down, so this is your position. Your butt is back. See how far my knees are behind my toes? And you're going to go to one side and the other. One side and the other. Stay low, stay tight, abs engaged, shoulders back. So this is 1. We have 10 more. How do your weights feel? You can drop to a lower weight if you need to, but also if you feel like your legs aren't having to work hard enough, you can go up in weights too. 4 more. Woo! And 1. Done. Shake them out. All right. Back to, well, let's do triceps first. Triceps, for this one, I want you to get a single weight. And you're going to hold it side to side. So you're going to hold each end. You're going to lay back, abs tight. So your triceps are here. So if you don't like the waddle when you wave, or you just feel like they've gotten really out of shape, you've got to work them to get the shape back. Oh gosh, stop talking. So you're going to lower down. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, and back to the top. So what would I advise you to use if you're brand new? Start with a 5. You can always drop down. Those of you who've been working out with me longer, an 8 or a 10, remember you can drop down. So 1, 2, 3. Back up to the top, above your chest, not above your face. 2, 3. So you might already be like, oh my gosh, my weight's too heavy. You drop down. You might find another few reps. Oh my gosh, this is too heavy too. You drop down again. I've dropped down 4 times in one exercise before. It just means you're working really hard and you are taxing those muscles in a big way. So the second your form starts to get crazy, you drop down. What about if it just starts to feel heavy? Take a little break, 3 to 4 seconds, get back into it. So the only time you drop down is if your form starts to suffer. Otherwise, keep the weight you're using and just take those breaks. 5 more. Pulse, 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 and up to the top. 1 more. Good job. Rock. We're going to stay laying down. So I want you to get, if you're brand new, a 2 or 3 pound weights for these. If you're more experienced, you can go with a 5. I never go higher than a 5 on this. Linda will sometimes use 8s for this exercise. So it's called bug on its back. So 1 knee up, opposite arm is up, and you squeeze those abs. That's 1 rep. So we are going to do 15. These can be a long road home. So again, start with your weights. Really use really good control. I don't care about you going heavy. That's not the point of the exercise. And make sure you breathe. This is 10. We have 5 more. Come on. Squeeze those abs, take those breaks if you need to.
Oh, that's good. Good share time.
Every time. Oh, hello. Hi. Hello. All right. What is next? Oh, I love this one. So this one, I want you to go maybe 5s if you're brand new, 8s if you're a little bit more experienced. So you have generally, our exercises are slow and controlled. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit on this one, but with total control. Feet hip width apart, core tight. So you're going to start in this position, arm fully extended. 1, 2. So I want you to move at a good clip. So Linda's using 5s. So just get a feel for it. Remember, you're not surgically attached to the weights. The most important part is your core is tight, your shoulders are back, and you are fully extending. Don't skimp on the extension. Five more. Okay, now keep those weights, and I want you to lower halfway. So this is your position, and I want you to hold them. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Do not release your core and really squeeze those biceps. 5 more seconds. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Shake it out. Shake it out. Okay. So we're going to do another chest exercise. You can do this one on the ball, which I would be doing if I was home. So,
Well, I have a ball in here, but it needs to be blown up.
so your arms are open. Now, this is a chest exercise, but where's the press? You could go heavier. You cannot go as heavy with a fly. So you can use 3s if you're brand new, 5s if you have a little experience, 8 if you're more experienced. So you open, hold 2, 3, and then close. Open, 2, 3, and close. So your abs are engaged. You open, you really squeeze that chest to keep those weights supported. Do not rest your arms on the floor. 10 more. So that the counts help you not rush through the exercise. So 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. So it increases the challenge. Now, if your form starts to get wonky, remember, just drop down to the next lowest weight. I generally like to keep the next lowest weights close by, so I'm not losing too much time grabbing them. 3 more. 2, 3. Open, 2, 3. Squeeze. Open, 2, 3, and squeeze. Good job. All right. The next one we're going to do, you're going to get on all 4s. We're going to put our knees up. You're going to come up, squeeze, down, back, up. If you can't straighten your legs all the way, that's fine. Squeeze your glutes and your hamstring to get that leg up. Come back down. So you're alternating legs. We will do 16 total. Do the best you can. Take breaks when you need to. This is definitely a more advanced move, okay? So your knees are about 3 inches off. Press up into downward dog, lift up, come down, lower down without fully touching. Back up, other leg. Take those breaks when you need to. Okay, we're halfway through. So do 5 more for me and then we're done. And don't kick your leg up. That's the thing. You are squeezing to get that leg up. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Sit into downward facing dog. Reach those fingers out as far. Not. What did I just say? We're not in downward facing dog. Sit back. Your fingertips are stretched out. Come up. Put front leg in a 90-degree angle and then lunge forward. So you're more stretched out now, so your stretches can be deeper. Straighten your legs. Hinge over. Really stretch those hamstrings because they got it good. Lunge to one side and then to the other. Reach up. Lean to one side. I love stretching. Please never forget your cool down. Push your fingertips back towards you. Give yourself some hugs. Thank you for working out.
Oh my God,
Okay, what do you have to remember? Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to figure that out later. Please share. When the workout ends, share it. Tell people about me.